It was the rainy season in a small Japanese town, and Ayumi, a quiet girl with a love for painting, walked home under her umbrella, her thoughts lost in the rhythm of the raindrops. As she passed by the old tree near her school, she saw Haruto, a popular boy, standing there in the rain. His clothes were soaked, but his smile was unwavering, though his eyes held a trace of sadness. Ayumi couldn't help but wonder who he was waiting for. Every day he stood there, seemingly waiting for someone, but they never showed. The next day, as Ayumi passed by the tree again, Haruto spotted her. "Hey, it's been a while," he called out with a grin, his voice casual despite the rain. "You always walk this way, huh?" Ayumi hesitated but nodded. He looked at her and said, "I've been waiting for someone, but they never come. A childhood friend. We promised to meet here, but..." His voice trailed off, and Ayumi could feel the weight of his words. She didn't know what to say, but smiled awkwardly before walking away. Over the next few days, Ayumi found herself walking past Haruto more often. Each time they exchanged small words, their interactions growing a little longer, a little more comfortable. She began to notice that, despite his popularity at school, Haruto seemed lonely. He was always standing under the same tree, waiting. Ayumi felt a strange connection to him, a sense of shared solitude. And one afternoon, she sat by the tree, sketching it in her notebook. The rain, the tree, and Haruto waiting there. It was all so beautiful, even in its melancholy. Haruto noticed her, intrigued by her quiet concentration, and began to appreciate her presence in a way he hadn't before. One day, Ayumi returned to the tree with a small drawing she had made. A picture of the tree, the rain, and the quiet beauty that surrounded them. She offered it to Haruto, saying softly, "I thought this might remind you of the tree. You don't have to wait alone anymore." Haruto took the sketch, his heart swelling with emotion. "It's beautiful," he said, his voice softer than usual. "I think I've been waiting for something else all along. Not just the past, but someone who sees me, truly sees me. And I think that person is you, Ayumi." Ayumi blushed, surprised by his words. She didn't know how to respond, but something inside her stirred. She smiled shyly, feeling a warmth in her chest she hadn't expected. The rain continued to fall around them, but for the first time, it didn't feel lonely. Haruto gently took her hand and said, "Let's make a new promise. We'll wait for each other here every time it rains. We don't need anyone else." Ayumi's heart fluttered. She nodded, her hand squeezing his gently. Together, they stepped into the rain, no longer alone, their promises wrapped in the storm around them.
So, you like this story? Want to know more? Hit that subscribe button and comment down below.